Have you ever wondered who the very first people to call the Philippines home were? Long before the Spanish galleons, long before the vibrant cities we know today, a resilient and ancient people arrived. They are the Negritos, and their story is woven into the very fabric of the archipelago. Today, we're journeying back in time to uncover the incredible history, rich culture, and enduring spirit of the Philippines' first inhabitants. So, who exactly are the Negritos? The term itself, given by Spanish colonizers, means little black people, and it's a broad label for several distinct ethnic groups. These include the Eta, Agta, Atok, and Mamanwa, among others, scattered across the archipelago from Luzon to Mindanao. What connects them are their unique physical characteristics: dark skin, curly hair, and typically shorter stature, and a shared, ancient ancestry that makes them genetically distinct from most other Filipinos. Imagine this: it's the Ice Age, and sea levels are much lower. A vast land bridge, known as Sunderland, connects mainland Southeast Asia with the islands we now know as the Philippines. Scientists believe that around 50,000 years ago, the ancestors of the Negritos made a monumental journey. They were among the first modern humans, Homo sapiens, to venture out of Africa and spread across the globe. They walked across these land bridges, becoming the very first people to set foot on Philippine soil. This isn't just history. It's deep time, a story written in genetics and archaeology. They were true pioneers, adapting to a prehistoric world filled with megafauna and lush, untamed forests. For thousands of years, the Negritos lived as nomadic hunter-gatherers, mastering the rhythms of the natural world. Their entire existence was a masterclass in sustainability. The forest was their home, their supermarket, and their pharmacy. The men were expert hunters, using traditional bows and arrows to track wild boar, deer, and other game. They moved with a stealth and knowledge of the terrain that was passed down through countless generations. Meanwhile, the women were skilled foragers. They knew every edible root, fruit, and medicinal plant the forest had to offer. This wasn't just random gathering. It was a science. They understood the seasons, the cycles of plant life, and how to harvest resources without depleting them. Their diet was incredibly diverse and healthy, a direct result of their profound ecological wisdom. This deep connection to the land wasn't just about survival. It was the core of their spiritual and cultural identity. Spirituality for the Negrito peoples is deeply animistic. They believe that everything in nature possesses a spirit: the mountains, the rivers, the ancient trees, and the animals. There isn't a separation between the physical and the spiritual world. They are one and the same. Powerful deities and lesser spirits, known as Anitos, are believed to influence daily life, from the success of a hunt to the health of the community. Respect for these spirits, and for the ancestors who watch over them, is paramount. Rituals, led by shamans or community elders, are performed to appease these spirits, to ask for bountiful harvests, to heal the sick, and to maintain balance and harmony between the human world and the spiritual realm. This worldview fosters a profound respect for the environment, viewing it not as a resource to be exploited, but as a sacred home filled with living, spiritual beings. Their social structure is just as fascinating. It's traditionally egalitarian, meaning there are no rigid hierarchies like kings or chiefs. Instead, communities are organized into small, mobile family groups. Decisions are made through community consensus, with elders being highly respected for their wisdom and experience. Everyone has a role, and everyone contributes. This emphasis on cooperation, sharing, and mutual support is a cornerstone of their society and a key to their long-term survival. Music and dance are vibrant expressions of their culture. Using simple, handmade instruments like bamboo flutes, log drums, and stringed instruments resembling guitars. They create rhythms that tell stories, celebrate hunts, or accompany spiritual rituals. Their dances often mimic the movements of animals or the patterns of nature, a beautiful and dynamic reflection of their intimate connection to the world around them. The story of the Negritos took a dramatic turn with the arrival of new waves of migrants. Around 4,000 years ago, Austronesian-speaking peoples, the ancestors of the majority of modern Filipinos, arrived by sea. These newcomers brought with them agriculture, particularly the cultivation of rice. As farming communities expanded, they cleared forests and established permanent settlements. This led to the gradual displacement of the nomadic Negritos, who were pushed further into the mountainous interiors and remote coastal areas. It was the beginning of a long history of being marginalized. When the Spanish arrived in the 16th century, this marginalization intensified. The colonizers viewed the Negritos as uncivilized and savage due to their nomadic lifestyle and non-Christian beliefs. They were pushed even further from their ancestral lands, and their populations began to decline due to disease and conflict. This pattern of discrimination and displacement sadly continued through the American period and into the modern era. Today, the Negrito communities face a battle for survival on multiple fronts. Their ancestral lands, the very foundation of their culture and livelihood, are under constant threat from logging, mining, and agricultural expansion. This loss of territory severs their connection to the forest, making it nearly impossible to practice their traditional hunting and gathering lifestyle. Forced to integrate into mainstream society, many face systemic discrimination. They struggle to find employment and often lack access to basic services like education and healthcare. This has led to high rates of poverty and health issues within their communities. Their unique languages are endangered, and their traditional knowledge, accumulated over millennia, is at risk of being lost forever as younger generations become more assimilated into the dominant culture. But this is not a story of defeat. The Negritos are fighters. They are resilient, and they are actively working to preserve their heritage and secure their future. All across the Philippines, community leaders and organizations are fighting for their rights. A major victory was the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act of 1997, a landmark law that legally recognizes their right to ancestral domains. While implementation is slow and challenging, it provides a crucial legal framework for them to reclaim their land. Cultural revitalization projects are also taking root. Elders are passionately teaching traditional skills, stories, and languages to the youth. Some communities are developing sustainable enterprises like ecotourism, where they can share their incredible knowledge of the forest with visitors while creating economic opportunities that are in harmony with their values. They are using their voice, demanding recognition, and reminding the world of their rightful place as the first people of the Philippines. The story of the Negritos is the story of the Philippines itself. It's a story of incredible endurance, profound wisdom, and an unbreakable spirit. By understanding and supporting them, we not only honor the archipelago's oldest inhabitants, but we also learn invaluable lessons about sustainability, community, and living in harmony with our planet. Their fight to preserve their culture is a fight to preserve a vital piece of our shared human heritage. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. If you found this story as moving and important as we do, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the diverse cultures that shape our world. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.